What's up, football fans? Welcome back to the JUCO Football Rundown on the Dago Sports Show. Today's guest out the G House, Grossmont College Griffin, wide receiver Ayden Billups.
Yes,
It's one of
sir.
San Diego's own.
Yes,
Thank you for
sir.
coming on. Appreciate your time, Ayden.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Anytime. Anytime.
Oh, all right. So you guys had a big game, big victory against Victory Valley. You guys gave them their first, they were undefeated when you guys played them, increasing your team's total to 4-1. You had 11 catches, 151 yards.
Yes, sir.
Amazing performance. Touch on that game a little bit for me, Ayden, about that experience for you.
Yeah, so obviously going in, we're preparing 4-0, 4-0 opponent, trying to give them their first loss. They're a good team, solid team all around, good competition, but we had the mentality all week to go in there and handle business, just how we did. So we
Right.
did that.
So what is it like having a quarterback like Melvin Spicer the fourth throwing that rock to you? I mean, like
Oh man.
11 catches, 151 yards. He had over 300. Like he is slinging that rock, And what's it like being a receiver having that guy as your QB?
Man, it's a pleasure. Every week, going out, he gonna spread the rock around. He's gonna give everybody their opportunity. So when he comes and gives it to you, you gotta, what I'm saying, you gotta make the most of it. But he's a great quarterback, great guy. I love it, man. Love it.
Right. And have you ever had a performance like this over 10 catches, in any game that you can think of? This your first time doing something like that?
Yes, sir. It's my first time. It felt great. Can't wait to do it again.
So describe that feeling. Like, did you feel like you were in the zone? How they're running your rounds? I'm a lineman, so I don't know how y'all do the dig and stop. But like, what was it like? Because 11 catches, 151 yards against a 4-0 team, though, mind you. What was that like? Did you feel like you were in the zone?
Yes, sir. Of course. All week, I told myself, I was telling my teammates, I was like, I need to get over 10 catches because I'll say last week I didn't really have the best game up to my standards. So
Mhm.
I told him I had to come in. I just had to do my thing. So it felt great. It felt great.
Right on. And how important is this bye week coming right now for you guys collectively as a team? Going into the bye week 4-1, get an extra week of preparation against another tough team in West LA who's also going to be 4-1, but they're coming to the G House.
Yes, sir. I'll say the bye week was well needed. We needed a little bit of rest time to get our bodies right. But hey, we're excited to get back out there. We wish we had a game this Saturday.
Right on. So what is the team going to do collectively going into the bye week? What do you guys, some of the things you can do? Obviously, you're going to practice, but what are you going to do this weekend now that you don't have a game?
Maybe if we get some games, maybe scout some opponents, some other competition out here in San Diego. But other than that, man, I want my guys to rest. I want us to be ready for the next week for West LA.
Right on. And what's that? How do you guys, what that chemistry on and off the field? I ask, almost everyone I speak with on the JUCO football rundown. How do you build that chemistry, with your teammates to establish that brotherhood at the G House?
It's not all about being here at school. We like to hang out with each other outside of school, go to each other's houses, beaches, just hang out, watch film together, anything like that, anything that can bring us closer.
Right on. And speaking of your teammates, which one of your teammates or teammates do you feel deserves more recognition that normally doesn't get it? Because I like to pick the brains of all the student athletes I speak with. Because you want to
Um,
give your teammates some love that normally don't get it. So who do you, in your opinion, feel that does so much for the team collectively that deserves more recognition that doesn't get it?
in my opinion, honestly, I think, of course, some of my wide receiver brothers, Jordan Benton, I feel like Jaden Moore. We have a Devin Kamenong. I'm pretty sure that's how you say
Mhm.
his last name, but we have dogs all around. So I can keep going on, give you a whole
Right.
list, but we have dogs all around.
And
Right
so,
on.
Ayden, I always ask a lot of student athletes, what's one thing about you that you want to share with the people that people may not assume or think about you? A guilty pleasure, something that you like to do that people wouldn't assume that you do, that you'd like to share
Um,
with the people.
Honestly, I would say like I wouldn't say it's really a guilty pleasure, but I say I'm kind of outgoing. Like I like to bring smiles to other people's faces. No matter if they're having a good day or a bad day, I like to see people having fun, especially when
Right.
me like I make them feel better. So
That
it's a good feeling.
that's a quality trait to be happy to see other people happy. I share that same sentiment with you. It's a joy to bring happiness to people and be like, hey, look at them. They're doing good. So I'm happy for them. I
Sure,
like
yes
that.
sir, yes
And
sir.
one last question. What's your favorite NFL team and why?
Man, a lot of people might not like this, but I'm a Colts
Okay.
fan, Indianapolis Colts, and I
Okay.
say that because I remember my first Christmas gift I ever received was a Colts jersey. I don't remember which player it was. I remember it was number
Mhm.
21 though. But My dad's been a Colts fan for a long time, so I love my
Oh,
pops. So
that's probably Bob Sanders in old school
yeah,
Bob
Bob
Sanders,
Sanders.
hard
That's
hit.
probably who
There,
it
there it
was.
is.
Bob
Number
Sanders.
21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Bob
Bob Sanders.
21.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, there it is. Hey, football fans coming out the G House. Ayden Billups, sophomore, uh, final year JUCO,
Yes, sir.
making big waves out there as a wide receiver. Ayden, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on. Enjoy the bye week. Keep working hard. Best of luck to you the rest of the season. And again, thank you for your time, young man. I appreciate it. You did a great
Yes,
job.
sir. Thank you for having me out here, sir.
Okay. All right.